interstate.
Gotta go straight here.
Look at all these silos.
Lots of silos. Middlebury College.
Oh, the graduation
Right now? Not that many cars. Professor. I think he went to NYU.
We're in Middlebury, Vermont.
Yeah.
Will we look at this?
Mask looks funny.
Let's go look at Vermont maple syrup. Here we go.
Made by this time, I think. But I guess all maple syrup's good if it's from Vermont.
Yeah, they were laid in the middle of May. So they should be back. Oh, alright, yeah. Oh, before I forget, that plate I bought from you Bloom, it's got flour on it. Oh, sweet. Ain't open, but it's got definitely got a flour.
Alright, yeah, just keep up whatever you're doing. It must like it.
Middlebury Falls. Looks like a rail line goes through Middlebury. Middlebury is 34 miles from Burlington and 35 miles from Rutland. We all know Rutland, right? These socks are made in Vermont.
Yes, they are. And we have 2 racks of women's right over here and 2 racks of men's Darn Tufts right over there.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I found them. Midweight boot sock. Cushion, 25 bucks. This is a Vermont farmer's market.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I do low sugar jams. I do sorbet.
Oh, yeah?
Want some to take home.
Oh, wow.
I have some wonderful puff pastries that I make from scratch.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It's a mushroom and thyme, and this is a multi-berry. And I actually make the puff pastry.
Wow. Good job. Well, we'll look around, but I might be back.
Okay.
Where are you going, Bets? Oh.
Rice inside. Plena parmigiana, lasagna meat.
Wow.
Unless you guys want the spanakopita, I'll take it.
You go for it.
Go for it.
Thanks a lot.
Spinach kofta. How many sir?
Just one. You don't have a quantity discount, do you?
$10.
$10.
Do you take card or cash?
Cash or check. Aber can credit card by market manager these tokens.
Okay.
No
Trying to sell these products so I can process them a little bit more and then start getting found it.
We wanted to give them a gift. So
Sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
You don't by any chance grow the maple trees?
I'm sorry?
Are you the farmer?
Am I the farmer?
Yeah, where do you get
Yes,
that maple
yeah,
from?
this is all mine.
It's all his.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What's the name on yours?
twin maple.
Twin Maple?
I've been making some tea.
Twin Maple, so now I'll know. Do you sell in stores?
No,
No.
strictly out of the sugar house in here.
In here?
Yeah.
So you're here every Saturday?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So right now I just bought 2 of these, so I got some for a little while. I'm gonna start baking with it. I got some.
Well, if you're going to cook with it, then you want this very dark.
Really?
Yes.
Is there a difference in the prices?
No. No.
So you think that would be better for cooking?
Oh, absolutely.
In the big
Much
beans
stronger
or-
flavor.
Oh, wow. And so this is your maple spread, huh?
That's maple cream, 100% maple.
No wonder they say it's organic. I think it's all organic, isn't it?
Wow. Looks like Betsy got something for lunch. What is it, Bets?
Stuffed cabbage,
Oh, wow.
rice and beef. Wanna try?
$10.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
That's good. Yeah.
So we're on Highway 7 North, and Lake Champlain is maybe 10 or 15 miles to our left, and the mountainous area of Vermont is to our right. I don't know if this camera will show the relief good enough, being a wide-angle lens. But one interesting thing is the gas price in Vermont is around $2.89 a gallon. And I bought a pair of socks for $25 and there was no sales tax. So I'm assuming there's no sales tax in the state. Price was $2.94 at this station. Diesel's $3.09. Quite a bit different than California.
What is gas in California right now?
$4.
Really?
Yeah. New York, I noticed that the gas was maybe 10 cents or 20 cents a gallon more. But it was pretty close.
Driving into Virgins. We can pick up.
Park here.
Yeah, just wherever.
Town of Virgins. Look at the front of that building. They must have had an awning or something. I don't know. Look at the line on the arch there, and then the different color of the concrete on the windows up above versus down below. What do you guys think?
She kept him in the greenhouse for a long time.
Normally she would have, but I don't know if she's wearing buds because.
I think I'm gonna get a sandwich, yeah. Which one is the question? What's it? Oh, that's brie with okay. And is there cheese in this one?
I don't believe so. I think it's just Dijon mustard and
The bridge over Lake Champlain. Am I saying it right, Bets? That's to the north. And that's to the south. Driving in New York now on the west side of Lake Champlain. We're in the town of Ticonderoga, which is between Lake George and Lake Champlain. There's where we're at. There's Lake George, and Lake Champlain is the long one. We're at where the waterfall is the water from Lake George dropping into Lake Champlain. Lake George is about 200 feet higher in elevation than Lake Champlain. When you have a drop like this, it makes an ideal point to have hydroelectric power. So I guess they had at one time. It doesn't look like it's in operation now, but I believe there's another hydroelectric plant farther downstream where they run a canal on the up above and then drop it down to that other hydroelectric plant. Betsy said we should compare this to ask those people for a boat ride and compare it to the Niagara Falls boat ride. I think it's safe to say there's no comparison. There's the famous covered bridge of Ticonderoga. I don't know if it's famous, but we'll pretend that it is. Let's see if we can see Meryl Streep.
Is that your first thought too?
Yep.
What's that movie? Yeah.
So Ticonderoga means a meeting place of two waters, which would be Lake George and Lake Champlain. Young Samuel D. Champlain grew into a remarkable man, expert in many fields. He was a soldier, explorer, a writer, a naturalist. He befriended the Algonquin-speaking Indians, and as a visionary he found Lake Champlain to be a special place, beautiful and peaceful, full of hope and promise, and believe it or not, he named it after himself. So that, guys, is where all the water from Lake George goes, and why there isn't a boat possibility of taking a boat from Lake George to Lake Champlain due to this elevation drop. Okay guys, just for you, This is where Lake George empties out and goes down to Lake Champlain. We were a couple miles away at that waterfall that we just videoed, but I thought I'd show you where it exactly left Lake George. So going back that way is Lake George, all the way down to the town of Lake George, where we are near. There is where the diversion is for the power plant, I believe. Let's go down and check it out. Here's where we are. There's where we were at the waterfall a little bit earlier. We're staying right up here near Lake George Village. So from Ticonderoga to Lake George Village, I don't know, 20 miles or so. So today we drove around here, up here, over to here, Middlebury we stopped, Virginess, then we crossed over at the Lake Champlain Bridge, or Champlain Bridge, and then now we're headed back. I don't know what the total flow out of Lake George is, because only part of it goes into the river where we saw the waterfall, and the rest is diverted over to a hydroelectric plant. Okay, on our way back home. Now we're headed south on 9 North, and just out of Ticonderoga. It sure looks like a nice bike lane. We'll see how long that lasts. Mai pointed out that this is part of the Empire State Trail. That might be why there's such a nice bike lane on this road. But we still have a bike lane, but we don't have the nice tarmac like we had. And if I get a view up here of Lake George, an opening, I'll film it. It's pretty.